What's good, people? Uncle Hotep back at it again. How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Uncle Hotep Factor tonight. Check it out. 8-ish. I don't know. You know, man. I'll be on Colored People time, so. Quick video on, there's a big news story that the Russian intelligence, there was a squad of Russian intelligence agents over in Afghanistan, and they were paying bounties to the Taliban to kill American soldiers. And they said that the Trump administration knew about it, and they did nothing. No sanctions, no nothing. I don't know where you would do sanctions. I don't know. No hard talk. It plays into the Trump is a Putin stooge narrative. I will say that, among world leaders and about the world, all the world leaders are, they have conference calls and stuff like the media and the propaganda. They try to make it like we're the enemies, we hate each other. The leaders hate each other. We're supposed to hate the Russians, but at the end of the day, they all do deals with each other. Now, this came from, I think the Times and, the Post had posted. I'm not too sure this is true. I just don't know. But if it is true, this is just the same. Didn't we do this to Russia when they were in Afghanistan? I believe we did. I believe there's evidence of that. Is it turnabout fair play? I don't know. I will say this. This is another reason why we should be out of Afghanistan. We have no business over there. When you put your soldiers in harm's way, this is what happens. It could be like some redacted agents got infiltrated the Russian intelligence and said, "Hey, we got some bread for you, Taliban. We got put some bounties. You knock one of the U.S. soldiers off, we'll give you some money." It could be that. Just blame the Russian government for this, and people are going crazy about this. I'm like, oh, see, he's a traitor, blah, blah, blah. First of all, why are we in Afghanistan? This is the bigger question is why are we still there? He's made overtures of trying to bring the troops in Afghanistan home. He's falling on, he's getting pushback on that, obviously. The military industrial complex and, the redacted, the Illuminati, the lizard men, they have pipelines to run in Afghanistan and all this other stuff, poppy seeds, heroin to push. They ain't trying to get out of Afghanistan anytime soon. I've been over there 18 years, I think. I don't know. This is just, this is election season. And the Trump thing isn't looking good. At first I was like, man, he's a lock to go back to back, right? And now I'm like, he's getting some bad press lately. And some really bad press. Some press that, the normies are like, that voted for him the first time. They're like, and he's getting, and the Trump hate, I think has been, along with the COVID and everything else, his the hate has risen. I'm seeing some white women who put him in office. They're like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what to say. I don't know if there's enough evidence for that. This intelligence report given to U.S. media isn't really enough for me to say that. Like, yeah, they did it. You know what I mean? Have some transfers. Have some, Like we don't have any people infiltrated into the Taliban to tell us this. You know what I mean? To prove this. I don't know. It's really strange. Um, but you can expect more stories, to make Trump look bad. The leftists, they're trying to get him out, and they'll do it by any means necessary. But these soldiers lives lost. They shouldn't have been lost not because Russia is paying them. You have to expect that, and you know what I mean. like, I mean, there's a couple ways to play it. You have to, if it's true, you would have to expect that. The Taliban's going to shoot American soldiers anyway without a bounty. Let's be perfectly clear. But if it was true, you would have to expect that because it's a geopolitical interest. It's invading on trying to maneuver and put themselves above and hold back Russian interests. So they're going to respond in kind if that's true. But I don't know. It would seem that would be so sloppy, like, to do that. Like, they could do that like 3 or 4 change hands. You know what I'm saying? Give money to this guy, give money to this guy, and that money that guy gives it to the Taliban. To take on American soldiers. But rest in peace to American soldiers. That's whose lives really should be counting here. But my solution is to bring their troops home from Afghanistan. They don't belong there. We don't belong in the Middle East. We don't belong in, what is it, South? Is that Asia? We don't belong anywhere near around there, man. Bring the troops home, end this imperialism, and we wouldn't have these problems. So all these people are like, oh, see, Trump this, Trump that. The solution is bring the troops home. So he wants to bring the troops home, so you should be supporting that, right? Maybe this is one of the reasons that Trump wants to bring the troops home, because, you have all these extra actors that are willing to, cause damage to the U.S. troops abroad. Bring the troops home. As simple as that. Nobody's talking about that. They're all talking about, see, Trump is the traitor, this, that, and the third. Why aren't we talking about bringing the troops home? Why aren't we talking about saving that billions and billions of dollars of money that we spend over there? Why aren't we talking about that? Anyway, this is Uncle Hotep. I'll talk to you later. Peace.